for real, really, that's God corporation right there, because God started everything from the beginning. Woo! He started everything from the beginning. See, he said he saw it was good, and it was good. Everything was good. When God saw it, he looked at it, he said it was good. He made human beings to replenish the earth, to be fruitful and to multiply. It was good. This was God's corporation. That's what God wanted. God was he was blessing. He was blessing people, and his vision was coming to pass. So when he said replenish the earth, he did, these things came to pass. They came to pass when he replenished the earth. So now we still replenishing the earth every day. People who believe in God is making God's dream come true. It's been billions of years probably, and people still learning the word of God. See, back then people knew stuff. People knew this, they knew that, and they was doing stuff. So some things it's made to be everlasting. And some of the visions God gave me, they might come to pass next year, they might come to pass this year, and some of them gonna happen for the rest of life. You understand? Because that's what God did. So if God can do it, I believe that I can do it. I believe if God can do it, I have enough ability, if I'm serving God, to do the same thing. I believe in all my heart that God didn't do stuff for himself. He did stuff for the creation that he had in place. He left the will for his children's children. See, we God's children. If you understand that, he made things for us. Some things he left for us. You might be in the dark, but in the beginning of everything, you was his children. He still saying in Psalms 82, he said, you are all the children of the Most High God. So everything that he promised is for you, his children. You might be 89 years old, but you still God's children. You could be a man or woman of God. You still God's children. Some things he built for you that lasts as a lifetime. And it's for you to really connect to that purpose. You got to understand how to connect to God's purposes. You got to understand some things is only to happen in 7 days. Okay. Some things are happening in 14 days, and it could be a major thing. When God created the earth and said, let there be light, there was light. It was completed. He saw it was good. See, you got to know something. Some things you got to say that's going to happen that look like it's going to take a long time. You got to say it in 7 days. Like, look, I'm creating this in faith, what God gave me. And then I'm going to look at this vision that God gave me for my particular household. And I'm going to say it is good. I'm going to look at everything that God gave me. I don't care about if it ain't good for you, but it's good for me. It ain't for your eyes to say it is good, because you ain't me and I ain't you. I might not say it is good to your vision. God didn't say it is good for the devil's vision. Hello, somebody. He said it is good for his vision and what he had, his dream. It is good. See, some people might not pat you on the back and patty cake with you. If for the females, they might not do that patty caking with you, but you got to say it is good. You got to declare. It is good. You got to speak that, hey, what God gave me a vision of, it is good. So you might not think it is good, but I think it is good. I think the vision God gave me is good. And I'm looking at it, it is good. That ain't mean, he didn't mean that it had to be fully. Sometimes people think it is good, can go a lot of ways. It is good can mean it is good, I completed it, or it is good the way it's starting to look. Hello, somebody. Or he might have completed it. See, some things you gonna do, they gonna be easy to complete. It's gonna be, it is good. When I sing some of the stuff I seen today, and when I'm creating that look like it's far off, I could say it is good, like God say. And you want to catch that on YouTube, with the God Corporation. I actually did that whole message where I was talking about it is good, where God began to, show me how to speak things into existence and say, it is good. What? The dream God gave me. It is good. The vision God gave me. Whatever God blessed me with. It is good. The blessings he blessed me with. It is good. The word God spoken in my heart. It is good. The promises of God that he promised to give me. It is good. So you got to be happy about what God gave you, the gifts and the talents that God gave you. And you got to say, it is good. You got to learn how to start talking like your daddy talk. People get around you and start saying, what are you talking about? I'm talking like I'm talking like my daddy talk. What did he say? He say, it is good. You understand? He say, it is good. And so when your heavenly Father say it is good, you got to duplicate it. You got to go so far deep where people be like, where you get that from? I get that from my heavenly daddy. You understand? He say it was good, so I go back to see how he do stuff. And when he say it is good, and he created the firmament of the waters and everything, then I can say it is good to whatever vision, whatever dream I got, because that vision and dream ain't just for me. Some of y'all got visions and dreams just as far as y'all can go, and then it stop. You ain't really got the vision to help and expand what God really gave you. But if you really, some people just get in the vision so they can, have a dream so they can just have enough to get them a nice car, live in a nice little house, get a little couple of dollars, get a little mansion here and there, and they fine and dandy. And I ain't gonna tell you a lie. In my younger little days, when I was a little immature and stuff, I used to be thinking like, man, I'm gonna get this, I'm gonna do this. But when I got older, I'm like, man, I don't even got no desire for that. You understand? I don't even have a desire for that no more. I don't have a desire for those things when I was younger. See, when I was 17, 18, I'm about to be like 40. So in a couple of days, a day that God is like 1,000 years. So I'm about to be right there. So, but me doing that, I had to mature. I had to mature before everybody else that was like that. So I started doing stuff that other people would not do. You follow? They did not. They went somewhere else. And while they was doing stuff for themselves, I was busy about trying to do stuff for people that was going to be far off. See, it ain't got to happen all at this time. Some stuff take time to come to pass. You understand? It's just like if you plant flowers. Flowers have different seasons when they blossom. You understand? You might not see the full thing taking place right then and there, but the truth of the fact of the matter, in a season or so, it's going to come to pass. You might not fully see it. You keep looking and saying, if I'm going to see my harvest, where it's going to be as good, but there's going to be a day coming where you can look at the vision, a dream that you had, that God gave you, and you're going to be able to say, it is good. You ain't going to be able to have no stresses. If you have stress now, maybe you need to change some of the thoughts you've been having and go to God and begin to say, it is good. You got to go to the point to the, not doing the lust of the flesh and the lust of the eye and the pride of life, saying that is good. That's the learning the way of the heathen. But you got to do the thing that God say do. God say, you got to keep his commandments. It is good. If that's what he gave you, then thank God and say, God, it is good. If God say, I gave you the law of God, it is good, God. If God say, I got judgments for you, God, it is good. God, if you gave me the statutes, then it is good. If you got blessings for me, God, it is good. You got to say, it is good for what God promised you. It's not for, see, God wasn't selfish. He wasn't a lover of his own self. See, the difference from people who say they love God, they only go get dreams and visions for particularly them. They only get a mansion for them. They only get the car for them. They don't have a vision for nobody else. You can spend a bunch of money to help people get a dream accomplished, and they can care less about you. They won't even mention you. People spend money all the time for their favorite superstar, but that person won't let you automatically come up to them and you supported them. Why they need so much security when you were the one that helped them get to where they was going? And if it wasn't for you, they would have never had a hit. But that don't make sense to folks. Why they gotta have security for the people that supported them? You understand? And really, unless you're doing something wrong, unless your life feeling threat. But see, if you loving people like they loved you, they supported you. They supported your dream. Some people got supported and they helped them. They spent their money. They like, man, we love that group. We bought that CD. You remember when we bought all of these CDs? Remember when we bought that movie? We just love that actor and we love this person and we did that. But then when you go say hello to that person don't even make mention of you. You up in here, some folk, they up here on somebody else bandwagon that don't even support them. If you went, you would have asked them like, who is that person you listening to? They'd be like, I don't know who that is. They'd be like, I don't know you. I don't know who you are. You done I bought your CD, man. Oh, I don't know you. So, because they a lover of their own self. They don't care about you loving what they don't care about you doing that. You'd be like, well, man, look, I supported you. I supported you to get you to come up. See, most people that be talking about they want to come up don't really want to come up for the people. They coming up for themselves. See, if you trying to come up, you want to come up for everybody and you want to come back down to pick them up. But see, what's going to happen is the people that you didn't help, they going to have it's going to be a season where they're going to be like, man, I ain't never going to buy that dude CD no more. I went to his concert and he played me crazy. Don't he know I was the one that bought every album? Don't he know I was the one that supported him? But now all of a sudden he want to act like I don't know. And if some people can start doing YouTube clippings and stuff like that, be like, look, I supported this person with everything that they did. Now they act like they don't even know who I am. Well, guess what? That's called a lover of your own self. You understand? So many people, they was fans of some of the greatest singers. But today, if you went down there and be like, hey, you remember I bought you? Guess what? I'm a fan of yours. I bought your CD. I was a big supporter of you. I told all my friends. I told my peers. I told everybody about your music. Girl, you can sing. A dude, man, you was off the chain with that little flow you did. And they tell you, I don't know you. Security, get them off of me. You would feel stupid because they was a lover of their own self. See, some people only wanted to get off on somebody else and then they left you in your desolate place. You thought when you supported them and playing all their stuff, you only making them richer. They ain't coming back to help you. I said the people that you support and they stuff, they don't care nothing about you today. Most people that play stuff and other people or support other people, them people today can care less about you. They can care less about you because they lovers of their own self. See, they say they claim they love God,